All right, we're here with Coach Redmond of the Lincoln men's basketball team. Coach, last night your team played at Newman. You didn't get the win, but it seemed like your team played hard. How did you think that they performed?
I thought they played very well last night. With 7 players, I thought they executed very well. You couldn't ask for a basketball team to play any harder. Newman, every 3 or 4 minutes, he was sending a new wave at us, and those kids would stand that wave. And I thought we played hard enough to win a ball game. I thought the biggest key to the game last night was our free throw shooting. We didn't shoot the ball very well at the line, and we didn't do what we had talked about for 2 days as defensive rebounding. We gave up last night. We gave up 17 offensive rebounds, and I think that broke our back overall. And free throws, we was 12 for 27. If we knock down just half of those free throws, we walk away with a W on the road.
Well, Jimmy Payton had another great game, 19 points, 14 boards. He played all 40 minutes. How would you rate his performance through the first 4 games?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would have to go at 20. I thought that young man, as a senior, has started to pick up where he should be as a senior. Leadership is not with his talking, with his play. He played an excellent ball game, and I tell you what, when you see him walk off the floor last night, you can see he gave everything he had on that floor. I couldn't ask for a better game. A couple of his turnovers, I think, was exhausting turnovers where, he played hard on both ends, offensively and defensively. And like you said, he went to the glass like crazy.
Well, as we enter MIAA play this week, you've got Fort Hays at home on Wednesday, and then you're going to SBU on Saturday. Talk a little bit about the MIAA. I know it's one of the better conferences in the country. What's so different about the style of play in that conference that makes every team so good?
First of all, it's a half-court conference. 95% of the teams in this conference play half-court. They play power basketball, and they overpower you. And with that style of play, most of those teams have great shooters. Either they have 2 or they have 1 that's on the perimeter that can really hurt you. That's the key in this conference, and they do a great job of giving second and third shots. With playing power basketball, that means they shorten the game and shorten the court on you. And I've been in a non-conference schedule. That's something I've been harping on, trying to get prepared for this conference. Is getting our up-tempo game. Last night we got quite a few fast breaks. Is what we're going to have to do to compete in this conference, because we're not a half-court team. We're not a team that can sit down and run the shot clock down to 25 to 16 seconds and execute well enough to get a great shot. We got to be able to come down and move the ball, get an open man and get our shots, or get the rebound and get out. And that's what I'm harping on right now with the kids. And as you said, we start off Wednesday. And I really feel today is a day that I'm really concentrating on Fort Hays. I'm going to sit down today and work on the scouting report, on preparing today and practice what we're going to have to do tomorrow. The best situation for me is not a situation I like to be in, but it's not real hard when you have 7 people, and it's not real hard to get those 7 to understand what they have to do. Again, I have to go back to, my heart goes out to those kids. I couldn't ask them to play any harder than they did for me last night.
Well, you touched on this a little bit. You do have a bit of a shorter week as far as practice goes. You are playing 3 games in 6 days, including last night. When you have a short week like this, what are some of the things that you try to do to keep your players focused, to keep them ready to play in each game?
Okay, like number one, like today, we really going to concentrate defensively on how we want to defend Fort Hays. We're going to do a little shooting and go walk through some of our offensive sets so we make sure we can execute what we need to do. The key with having that many games in a week, you don't want to get them exhausted. You don't want to come out and really go real hard where they tired, their legs are tired, and mentally they're tired. We're going to go today. We're going to play tomorrow. Thursday, I'm going to give them off. Friday, we're going to come in again and get ready for a Saturday game at SBU. You know, having this many games in a week, you got to try to be a little finesse about how you work your kids. Like I say, you don't want to get them tired. And for these kids, it's gonna be extra tough because of the amount of kids that we have playing. So I've got to make sure that they have legs for the next 2 ball games.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck in your next 2 games, and thanks for taking some time with us.
And thank you.